Hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild Twitch channel. It's me, North Shore DM, your humble-ish narrator for this adventure of sorrow and the loss that one feels in the wintertime when old rotted hands are reaching out for you from the bog, where they've been sleeping for a while, filled with the hate of being thrown into a bog because the sun didn't come out for like 2 weeks and everybody got scared. Simpler times. Anyway, welcome to Midwinter Keening. Let's meet our players.
Wow. But I digress. Hey, everybody.
Hello. I go first again.
Yeah, still.
Hey, everybody. My name is Andy. I'm playing Stieg Egilson, a second level, painfully second level Runewalker wizard, and who is currently out cold in the cold, wet mud of this bog that we're fighting in. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am Ashley, and I'm playing Astrid Balderstother, and I am currently standing next to Stig's unconscious body, swarmed with draugr. And I'm second level.
There's 2 draugr. Is it 2 really a swarm?
I mean, there's
I'd say
2
3.
touching me.
It feels like it, I suppose. That's true.
Yeah, that's 4 arms at least.
Right. It's a lot of hands.
They're getting handsy. Ooh.
They're a little handsy.
Yeah,
A little handsy.
those jerks. Hey, I'm Dave. I am playing Vidar Gormson, a ranger of affiliated with Gorm's Rangers. Of course, you already know that. He's been making some bold decisions over the last couple of the last episode, anyways, and I'm just kind of wondering when the other shoe is gonna drop, so to speak. Ew.
Well, hey there. I'm Michael, and I'm just happy to be back. Apparently, a week in Tennessee last week brought my accent back for a second. I apologize for everyone, both in the North and South, for that one. I am playing Gundr, a level 2 paladin, who is here to smite draugr and chew bubblegum, and bubblegum hasn't been invented yet.
Nice. Only Blackroot.
Blackroot.
And I am Amanda. I am playing Paya the Unforgettable, since someone dubbed her that last week. Paya the
Awesome.
Midwife. So she's the midwife. She is the dead mom. A level 2 bard as well, but we don't really talk about that. Unless we need to.
She knows how to hurl the insults, that's for sure. She is unforgettable, no doubt.
Unforgettable. Yeah. Oh, I suppose it's back to me now. Hey, it's me again. So hey, thanks for joining us. If you feel a little lonely here, I encourage you to go get a friend. Bring them in, let them join in with us all together. It's cold out there. It's in the game, I guess. It's warming up in the rest of the world. But if you like what you're seeing, you can follow us. You can subscribe to us. Those things are great. If you are doing that, we thank you. And a cool perk. We have some perks going on right now. Right now, it's like they'll go away. If you like some of your players that you see, or maybe you like me a lot and you want to help us out by mechanically giving us advantage, you can cheers 100 bits right there in the live Twitch chat. Somebody will see it and let me know. And you can, cheers and say, advantage to Dave or whatever, or me.
It's a great example.
Never chat.
And then they can, whoever has that advantage can use that at their choice during the game, which is they're gonna need it. And there's going to be a couple of giveaways. I'm going to tell you about the first giveaway. Today is the last during this time, the last dice giveaway. I have this very cool
Ooh.
set of dice from
Ooh.
Azure
Right.
Forged,
Yeah.
right here in Duluth, Minnesota. It is called, the back of the box says Aurora Polyhedral. And this one actually kind of looks like that. You can see it's that dark blue, but then on the side, you can see there's a little bit of the lighter blue. They're super cool. This one, even some of them, there's a little bit of green in some of them. It's very nice. If you live within the continental United States and you enter into our giveaway, which I'll cover how that giveaway works once we get to the second part of the giveaway. At the end of the episode, we'll do a drawing, and that is one of the things that you could find yourself winning. Dave would like to tell you about our second thing that's cool.
Yes, I do. Thanks, Chad. Folks who have been watching us for a while know this already, but we are super lucky, excited, honored to have the creators of Svilland, the game world that we play in, being sponsors of, in fact, the official sponsor of our Midwinter Keenan stream, Dream Realm Storytellers. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. As our sponsors, they have given us the opportunity to give away their core book, the Svilland core book. So you too can play in this world and fight draugr and probably die in the bog. In order to do that, all you have to do is enter the keyword DRS into the chat. DRS. Here, I'm going to go ahead and do it so you can see what it looks like. Very easy to do. That will enter you in the chat. And as Chad said, we're going to do 2 drawings, one for the dice and one for the downloadable PDF of the Svilland core book. Back to you, Chad.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So let us recap a bit, or rather, let me recap to you, my viewers and my players. If you'll remember, last session found 2 sessions ago, found the party at the edge of a bog in the northeast of the town of Mulgore, where they live, tracking down a possible group of outlaws that have been causing problems across the land. And there at the center of this bog, there was, of course, a lone crumbling watchtower from a time when the region had seen more money and more people doing stuff. And perhaps not a bog in this area, because who wants to build a watchtower in the middle of a bog? So they devised a plan in which to lure out some of the bandits that they found and camped around it, and hopefully not have to face all of them at the same time, because as they are absolutely forthwith about, I don't know, they're, but lowly second level adventurers, and there's a number of guys, there's a number of bandits there, outlaws. They did so effectively, straight up just killing some dudes, and then they went to a chase after them. But then they, of course, noticed that some very bad things were crawling out of that bog, and assaulting both them in the long run and the outlaws around the tower. Some of them were getting dragged down back to the depths of the bog itself by these draugr, these undead zombie-like dudes, probably, and ladies as well. And so they, of course, had seen that there were some captives at the tower. So they were like, oh, hey, we need to rescue them. So let's cross this draugr and outlaw infested bog and rescue them. So they proceeded to murder their way across a bog. It was interesting. There were some good dice rolls on some people's parts and some less effective dice rolls on other people's parts, and it's made for the interesting times that we have today. There is one of the party members Vidar has scaled the tower with his hand axes, in a very epic fashion and cut down, managed to cut down perhaps a bigger, stronger outlaw who was up with the captives. And Paya had done that and got inside the tower. It's just kind of like, and got past some dudes and some draugr and got in. I think there was like a, hey, you should let
She
me
kind of
in.
mommed her way in.
Yeah, you're like,
She
hey,
said she
you
was
should
from
let
the
us in."
government.
Yeah, right. And then I
That
made her roll
rolled
a
really
disadvantage
well.
because that's not gonna work.
Oh, I forgot
Um,
about that part.
Yeah.
It's the
And
most terrifying words in the English language.
and then
Kind of work
Stieg
here too.
Stieg decided that he was going to take this opportunity to take a nap.
Mhm.
Unintentional.
And that's kind of where we find ourselves. The party is split between these two kind of sections of the area. There are some draugr, there are some bandits, and we are, of course, at the top of combat, the top of the round in combat. And here we are once again in Svilland. I'm going to go to the inside map because, I moved Paya because, of course, it is Paya's action here at the top of the round. Paya, you are in the hallway. If you'll remember, you were kind of peering through the cracks in the door. You could see the two captives kind of at the base, and you were able to see Vidar through the cracks enough to give him the benefit of something that you did, some class ability or perhaps a spell.
You got the
that
bardic
you used.
inspiration, and the
Yeah.
spell was against the psychic damage was against the bandit.
Yeah.
So,
And,
so
yeah, you're in this kind of decrepit hallway, and yeah, you have essentially a hall of three closed doors and one door that to the stairs that is, of course,
Yep. So my first thing
open.
is, I'm hoping it's a free action. Be like, Vidar, you want me to come in?
Yes, talking is a free action.
Yeah, Vidar, you want me to come in?
Dave, you're muted.
Yes, come.
Oh, I open
No
the door.
answer
I
means
come in.
rush in.
I enter.
Yeah, you have to like kind of push it a bit because these forms are kind of laying up, but you're able to open it enough while causing a small, the least amount of proposed injury to these forms, or one of them anyway. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Vidar, do you have a rope? Help me untie them and let's get this rope off of them.
Yes.
Wait, you have one, or do we need to untie them?
I don't think I do have rope.
Okay.
It doesn't say rope on my kit.
That would mean no rope.
Okay.
No rope.
Did you have
No
an
rope.
explorer's pack
Nope.
or not?
Oh, yes,
okay.
I do. I do
Oh,
have
that
rope.
has rope in it.
I have
That has
50
rope in
feet
That
of
has rope.
rope.
Cool. Well then,
Nice.
I think our plan was to drop that down the window and see if we can get our friends out of that situation down below. It's pretty gnarly.
Seems reasonable.
Post up at the window as well, and we figured out a way of dropping down some rope.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Paya,
can secure it against this dead body, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
like tie it to the dead body. That's some dead weight. I'm sure my friends can climb with that.
sure. Yeah, you can
I mean,
tie up around that guy. Why don't you give me, let's call it maybe a survival roll? I don't know. What's a good rope tying skill?
Dexterity, maybe? Or
survival or
intelligence?
sleight of hand.
Yeah, I would allow either survival or sleight of hand. however you wanted to call it.
My sleight of hand is a little bit better than my survival. So that would be an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you tie up his length of rope and throw it out the window.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to be selective about it to make sure I'm not throwing it to bad guys to climb up, but like to friends, to allies.
Sure.
You know, not gonna be.
Yeah, the only you kind of look out before you throw it, and the only remaining kind of outlaws that you can see are the ones like on the first floor that are in the doorway.
Crap.
Dangling rope token. No, don't show me the stupid stuff. That's a gallows rope. That doesn't help me with my.
Well,
Oh well, it doesn't
whatever
matter.
works.
We know there's a rope
This is-
there. We can
this is-
theater of the
this
mind
is-
rope.
This is Odin's rope. Odin's rope would, of course, be a noose.
Right.
Okay.
I guess that would be my action,
Yeah.
and that would probably be it. Just I'm assisting everybody else.
Yeah. So there
Oh,
is.
and I might ask
did
Vidar,
you?
how are you? Are you okay? Okay.
Did that guy hit
Wide-eyed,
you at all?
Wide-eyed. Yeah, he took a blast. A big one.
Yeah.
A big one.
Yeah,
But
he took a
he's
big
like-
one. Like, I know Vidar is in
Yeah.
really rough shape, but like,
Yeah.
I want to get everyone else out, and then I'll take care of you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's.
So you
I can only
have.
take care of one of you, so let's. If you're okay for a round, help me bring everyone else up here.
All right, Vidar.
Vidar will look out the window that he climbed in to see what's going on in the battlefield. He's pulled out his bow.
Okay.
So
you see.
Oh yeah, there's two draugr on Astrid and Stieg. It looks like.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna-
Stieg and Astrid are. Remind me, the two of you. Were you like right up next to the tower? Or were you a little ways out? So there's like a 20 to 30 foot kind of circle of like actual like decent deck ground around the tower that isn't directly bog related.
Right.
I think we were not in the bog. We were.
You guys
Right,
were on that
right.
on
Yeah,
that
we
ground.
weren't-
But you don't know how close
Right.
you were to the tower.
Yeah, I guess I'm yeah.
I didn't think
I
we
don't
were
know.
very close to the
You
up
are
against the
within the
tower.
one movement band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
About
I will.
15 feet
Vidar
from the
will
tower.
take aim on the draugr that he has the best shot on, thinking
Okay.
maybe the one that's next to Stieg, since Stieg
Sure.
is down, and he's gonna fire.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Oh yeah,
Nice.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
11 piercing damage.
Nice.
That is how we ranger this shit.
Mm-hmm. Rangers.
I just tried to type this like roll 20. That's not how it works. Nice. Yeah, you put an arrow into it. It staggers a bit, but Draugur's on. I was gonna say soldiers on, but that wouldn't really track. Anything else, Vidar?
I believe that's it. Other than, yep, I don't have any bonus action. Other than I'll send Iceland back out the window.
Okay.
Yep, to survey the scene.
All right. Stieg, it's time for a death save.
So I don't know how this works turn wise, but part of my path of protection is that I get this rune stays active for 8 hours and grants a success on a death saving throw. So I would like to use that feature. Does that count as my turn?
Had you created that rune previously?
Well, I just kind of was playing it as it says I can draw it on myself or on others, but I was just kind of playing it as just drawing it on myself every day. I didn't like outwardly roleplay that, I guess. So I guess you could
I see.
make a ruling on that.
Yeah. I'm going to go with no then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I'm down
I
with it.
will-
I'm down with it. Like when you tell me, hey, I'm doing this. But
Okay.
yeah, having not brought that up, I cannot allow you to do that.
Okay.
So please, a D20 for me.
All right.
You got this, Stieg. Yes.
15.
Nice.
That's
all
a
right.
pass.
That's one pass. Very nice. Our man Gunder.
All right, seeing what's going on behind him, Gunder is going to charge across the intervening space away from the door over to Stieg and Astrid.
Okay.
I get attack
I
of
would like to
opportunity.
take an attack of opportunity against you. Does a no? It doesn't.
Negative.
Nice.
Your armor class
Nice.
is 21.
I know.
That's amazing.
Must be
Yay,
nice.
paladins and magic, baby. Now there's no way for Gunder really to get between. Well, he can stand over Stig, right?
Yes.
So he's going to do that. As his action, he is going to reach down with his spear hand, with the spear still in it, so the spear kind of crosses his chest.
Mhm.
Makes something that's more of a sound than a word, something that kind of thrums deep and low in the chest, and there's just a faint rumble of thunder and smell of ozone in the air, and Steve will get back 5 hit points. As I lay
Oh,
on
yeah.
Nice.
Is it the movie trailer sound?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
here
is
comes
quite literally that
Godzilla.
the movie sound.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I'm a glare at this fucking dead guy, and that's my turn.
All right, Stieg, you are conscious. You can see that Gunder, man, my head just went blank. That Gunder is standing over you. He has reached, you can see him like unreaching down and glaring at this draugr. Astrid.
All right. Steve, how many hit points do you actually have?
5.
Well, no, I mean like
Total?
regularly.
What's
16.
a hit point? I mean, really? Like, what's a hit point?
Should I heal him all the way up or more up? Okay. Then I am going to cast my Cure Wounds on him. So it is a creature I touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus casting ability modifier. Okay. Which is spell casting. Is that like the spell attack?
It's your wisdom
No.
bonus.
Yeah.
my
It'll be,
wisdom.
yeah, just
Wisdom
the,
bonus.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so a 1d8
So-
plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay. 8. You are healed.
Nice.
8.
Nice. Thank you.
And then I will try to. Well, no, I'll just walk over to the rope if I can, so I'm near it.
Oh, I would like to take an attack of opportunity against you.
You can try. Damn it!
No!
Yes.
All right,
That's all he rolls now.
that's what
apparently.
I get.
That's all I roll. All I roll is 20s.
It's true. This VTT loves you.
I know.
Yep. So you're going to take, so a couple of things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You're going to take 3 points of cold damage.
Is that halved?
Yes, if you're wearing the thing, the necklace, the token, that part is halved.
Okay.
You are also
Go on.
grappled.
Is that 2 or 1?
Oh, grappled.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go with 1. We'll go with
Okay.
1. Yeah. But you are also now grappled. it strikes you and grabs a hold of you.
Fair enough.
You can use an action to. Okay, so you don't have any actions left.
Mm-mm.
Sadly, it goes. It doesn't make any sound. I think that's scarier.
Yeah, I just got a dead hug
Yeah, dead hug. It's cold.
off.
It's
Ugh.
very cold. Even with the protection of the amulet, like it's a bone chilling cold as this thing is grabbing onto you. Oh, now it's my turn. Ah,
Oh, good.
No.
all right.
How did that happen?
Yeah. I think there's going to be a draugr that wants to hit Gunder.
That is why Gundra is there. Hey, that's
Oh
gonna
my
hit.
God.
Oh, come on.
See?
Oh my
Like,
God.
that's not-
All right.
Yes.
We're
Does
due.
that-
We're due.
Okay. Ooh, I forgot to roll double damage. So Michael, you will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of cold damage, unless you have one of the amulets on. And you are grappled. Wow. And Astrid, it's a super strange feeling. Oh wait, no. So the draugr is would like you to make hang on. I want to be official about this. Give me one quick second.
Chad, while you're doing that, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Does the cold, what does the cold damage component look like?
When it kind of does one of those like a claw or a slam attack, right? A
Mhm.
punch. It strikes out at you with its hand, and from that strike, there's like almost like a spider web of frost, as as frost forms on your window. It kind of has that effect.
Okay.
And I think definitely with these like natural 20s, it does that, and it kind of almost starts to crystallize and like frost up. Whereas like a normal attack is just kind of that lighter kind of frost.
So it's visibly noticeable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't necessarily stick around,
Yeah.
right? Although
But we as
with
characters
enough of
are
it at
aware
night.
it's happening and can see it happening. Is the
That's
important
kind of what I'm asking is like, would
Yeah.
Vidar be able to see that happening? Okay.
All right, so it is going to drag you, Astrid, half of its movement, kind of towards the back to the edge of the bog. So you're kind of like in the bog now. But now you're not like in the bog yet. That'll be next turn. Hopefully.
Worst hug ever.
This is not what I waited an entire pandemic for.
Right.
That's not, however, what the Draugr's thinking. The Draugr's like, yes, this is
exactly-
what I've waited the pandemic for.
I'm going to be someone's bog bride.
That's messed up. But so true.
Alright.
This lone Draugr
Wait,
that's
there's no strength saves for these grapples?
only to escape.
We have to take our action to escape from a
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes grapples happen as the result of an attack.
Okay.
And sometimes grapples happen as an action that require a strength
Okay.
opposed rolls to enter into. And this one happens to be on a natural 20. It grabs
Oh,
you.
on a natural okay.
Yeah,
On a natural 20 type thing. I'm like,
Because that's all
wait
he
a second.
does now.
yeah. These guys could grab you as an action, but they also have the ability on a natural 20. They automatically grab you.
Okay.
This lone Draugr is gonna continue to try to attack these bandits in the doorway. Where is my bandit HP? There it is. And he hits said bandit. Ooh, and he's gonna take some damage. And he is going to bite the big one. However, his friend is going to attempt to. Oh nope, yeah, that's not going to work. The other remaining bandit is going to move up, kind of ignoring you guys, and try to save his fellow, and attack, and maneuver for a flankable position on this draugr. Oh yeah.
Oh my
That is
god.
3 turns in a row.
Yeah.
3 in a
Wow.
row.
30 minutes.
Man,
Yeah.
I am an amazing person.
Look at that skill in the rolling.
Well,
I know,
All the
right?
rest.
It's all in
Insight
the
check.
wrist.
Insight check on the DM.
Yeah.
And he will take some damage. Okay.
Wow.
Top of the round. Let me make a roll. Bloop. Which means
They're multiplying.
We'll do one of these.
Oh boy.
Okay. So
A flying dead man.
he's on the other side of the tower hillock. Further away from you guys. He's on the backside. Crawls up out of the bog. All right.
I'm trying to figure out where all of these bad guys are coming from. So now I'm gonna go loot that leader's body and try to figure out any sort of information while possibly talking to the captives if they're awake in any way, shape, or form. Because I'm figuring that there's got to be some sort of spells or something to give me a clue as to where these draugrs or a curse or a rune or anything. I might not understand it, but I'm looking real hard and looting this body to figure out if there's anything else that can.
Yeah. Give me an investigation roll, please.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Wow.
Nice. It does
Welcome
work
for
to
us.
my club.
One for
Welcome
us.
to my
One for
club.
us.
This is Haya the Unforgettable.
So he is he has a sword. He is wearing some worn brigandine armor. He has a few different like pouches. You can see that there's like a pouch with some coin in it, and you find a small like hip bag that he is also wearing, and you kind of open it quick and kind of ruffle through it, and there is some pieces of coal. There is what you can only imagine is dried poop. There are some pine cones. There is a necklace with a pendant on it, and a ring.
He's got dried poop on him.
The best loot table ever.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to assume that the coal, the dried poop, and the pine cones are quite possibly something that my rune walker is gonna need, and grab
Spell
that
component.
necklace.
And
Grab
there's
that
an acorn.
necklace. Oh, the acorn. Yep.
That's called
I know. I've
scat romancy.
This is a bat wizard. Oh, that'd be a guanomancer.
Yeah, guanomancer.
And the bard is just thinking, you and me, we can live a scat romance.
Oh.
Yeah, romance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But I throw the necklace on, put the ring on, grab the coins.
The necklace is
And-
the chain is broken.
Well, I mean, I grab it and I like stick it in whatever,
Sure. Yeah.
you know. I find a way to
Stash
tuck
it
I
away.
stash it, put the ring on. I'm like, I don't know what this stuff is. I probably won't keep it, but I'm putting it on right now and seeing what happens.
Okay.
And
Identify,
And
be damned. I'm wearing it all.
just putting it on. At this point,
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not in a good place. And if there is. Anyway, I'm like trying to decide whether or not I want to cut this guy's head off and throw it out the window and see if his. But right now, his bad guys, his bandits are fighting for us. And it's really the undead that I'm concerned about. So. That's kind of. It's gonna move over and kind of check on the other people
Sure.
and kind of wait there. That's my turn.
Do a medicine roll.
Medicine. That would be a 17.
Nice. You can see one of them is unconscious, and one of them is kind of coming out of unconsciousness. One is female, and one is a male.
Okay.
You're able to. That's not part of the medicine roll. You can tell
Okay.
that just by looking, but they don't, and they don't. Other than like bruises that you can see, they haven't been stabbed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are. Well, I guess they're no longer. Well, no, because you took. Did you untie them, or just get
I think
Vidar's
I
roll?
think one of them would. Vidar untied at least one of them.
Okay. Okay.
But you know, after looting the body, like I don't have much else that I can do. But yeah,
Yeah.
stuff is there, and I didn't
Vidar.
find anything to stop the undead.
All right. Can you go back to the ground map for
Outside.
a minute? I want
Yes,
to
I
see.
can.
Yeah, I want to see what this looks like here. Okay.
So you wouldn't be able to see these this now one bandit that's in the kind of in the doorway,
Mhm.
but you can see there is one other bandit that you can see fighting a draugr kind of at the base. The draugr's probably just barely out of. You'd have to lean out to get at that draugr, and then you can see obviously this draugr facing Gunder, and this draugr that has Gunder, and a draugr that has Astrid and has dragged her out to the bog edge, as it were.
Okay. All right, here's what I'd like to do, and tell me if this is possible or what I would need to do. I'm gonna pull my necklace. I have the runic protection from the cold necklace, right?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna throw it up to Iceland as she flies by the window, and she's gonna take it down and drop it over Gunder's head.
I like it. All right, let's do this. Give me a dexterity attack roll.
Okay.
Wait, before you do that, it had to be attuned.
No, it didn't.
I
It
thought
didn't. No, it was the attunement was just to
Was
That period
identify them.
was Stieg figuring out what it did.
Identifying it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it
Rest
would
of them
work
did not need
regardless of being identified.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay.
I
Proceed.
rolled a 15 plus my dexterity would be 20.
Yeah, you toss it. You give your command to Iceland and toss it, and she swoops in and grabs it. Now let's have Iceland
Mhm.
make let's call it a dex base attack roll. to drop it around Gunder's neck.
Now here's a question for you.
Yep. Yep.
Can I use my bardic inspiration for Iceland?
Yep. I'm okay
Oh.
with that.
All right, cool. So let's do this. And let's do this. A 10.
Does Iceland have any dex bonus?
Total.
I don't think she does. Let me quick look. I didn't write that down, but I have the book right here. Sorry, I should have that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not finding it right off the bat. Oh, here we go. She does not have a. Yes, she has a +1. 11.
+1. 11. So we'll say it. So it drops, but doesn't quite get around Gunder's massive noggin.
Okay. Does it
Just
hit him?
smacks
Does it
him in the
maybe
head.
hit him?
Yeah, it's like, boop. Gunder, are you wearing a helmet?
Not technically, no.
Are you wearing a hat?
No. The art says no, so I'm going with that.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so you feel something like land on your head, and kind of smack you in the
bird go over.
face.
Damn bird.
Yeah.
And then
it is on him, but it is not on him.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just kind of draped in his hair.
sure. With my action, I will take a shot at the draugr that has Astrid in a bear hug.
Okay. Let us call that. Oh, good. I'm right at cover. Let's call it half cover.
Okay.
So +2 to its number.
Okay. So that's gonna be a 21.
Oh, yeah,
you start
22.
Wow.
Sorry, 22.
Yeah, that's no big deal. Yeah, you
Okay.
got it.
And then
Big
for
money.
damage is nice. It's gonna be 11 piercing.
11 piercing. Oh, man, I really wanted to drag Astrid into the bog.
No.
Does that drop him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this Astrid, you kind of hear the whine of an arrow, and then kind of feel the draugr kind of give a start as you then see an arrow like right here, right by your face. Yeah, and it kind of like its grip goes kind of limp, and it kind of falls into you a bit and then falls away.
Sweet.
And that is the end of my
nice
turn.
shot.
It's a good turn.
Stieg,
Yeah.
All
you are
right.
awake. You are laying on the ground. There is a man over you and a draugr who is hugging
Harassed.
him violently.
Okay, so mechanically, would I provoke an opportunity attack if I crawl away, even though like Gunder's right there, kind of in his face?
Yes.
Because I feel like we're kind of okay. So I will. Let me think about this. I will- Yeah, I will.
Just thunderwave both of them.
I would if I had spell slots. You have spell slots?
I do have spell slots, but I'm trying to figure out how to use them here.
Stand up.
Dave,
I
what
will-
track is this?
This is the blood on the wolf teeth. Blood on wolf's teeth.
Is this from the
Yeah.
Svilland soundtrack?
It is from the Svilland soundtrack.
Ah, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
Yep.
yeah.
It's so cool that they did a soundtrack for their setting. I think that was
They
a really,
did.
really smart move.
I love it.
all right.
And whoever
Sorry,
the
go
guy is that did it it's great.
Yeah, we should write
I
that
never
down because
remember
we
his
always
name.
forget.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Okay,
it up.
Stieg, what do you got?
I will stand up and spear this guy.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I think
A rising spear. Here, let us.
Right, you.
Ivan
Very
Duke.
good.
Ivan
Duke.
Duke.
Nice. Ivan Duke, you do good work, man. Stieg, please roll an attack against this draugr. Okay, yeah.
All right, I will use my advantage that I got last session from
Nice.
the chat. Heyo.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Well, since it's given out natural 20, it's like
Yeah.
the well.
All right, and that's a two-handed swing, so that's going to be a 1d10, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
With my spear
Twice.
for 18 damage.
Ooh. 18 melee damage from our wizard.
Have you
Wow.
seen American Gods season 2?
Ooh, I don't know if I've seen season 2.
Okay.
No.
Well, never mind then. Yeah, you kind of shake off unconsciousness, the fog, the cobwebs, and just you grab a hold of your spear, both hands, and just stand up and just drive this thing like up through the underside of its rib cage. It comes out of its clavicle. You lift this thing up off, you tear its arms off, it lets go of Gunder, and a frosty gasp is expunged from its mouth as it too is murdered.
Can't murder the dead.
All right. Then with my movement, I'm going to run to where I see the rope hanging out of the tower. I'm going to run to that.
Okay.
I imagine I can't climb that. Is that
Correct.
motion? Climbing, is that motion or an action?
Yes.
Movement.
It's
It's a
considered
little
movement?
it's a little of both.
Okay.
But yeah. Getting to there would be it'll be most of your movement. You
Well-
could probably get a hand on it and climb up, say
If I were to be
half
able to...
speed, because you're climbing at half speed too. So it's like you're gonna get to say 5 feet up.
I can cast, as a bonus action,
Oh,
Expeditious Retreat,
okay.
which
Nice.
Yeah.
lets me use the dash action.
On the
Including
turn that you cast it, and then as a
on the
da-
turn
as a-
and then as a bonus action after that
Yeah.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you can get up. Let's say you're at the windowsill, gripping over the top of the windowsill, but not
All the way
fully able to pull yourself inside
in. Okay.
because the half movement thing. But yeah.
All right.
So yeah, you are. We'll just put you there. You're on the tower. There.
Great.
Yeah. Nicely done, sir. Gunder, you are suddenly free of this burden that you've been carrying for 6 seconds.
Bones, them bones. Gunder is going to run to the base of the tower, right where the rope is.
Yeah.
Turn about, hunker down behind his shield, and take the dodge action.
Okay.
The necklace. The necklace. The
It is
necklace that's on your
direct-
head. The necklace is on your head.
Just the necklace down on his head.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't lose it in the bog. Don't lose it in the bog.
Wouldn't that suck? You lose the necklace in the bog. Astrid,
yes. Okay, so I'm now free.
you are also free of your clingy boyfriend.
Oh God. Thank God.
Undead boyfriend, yeah.
Ugh.
All right, so
the
I'm
worst.
going to probably dash, because I'm guessing that I'm almost to the bog, so I'll
Yeah. So yeah,
run for the rope.
your normal movement will get you to the base of the tower.
Okay, and then let's see, Gunder, did you start climbing yet, or no?
Winter is going to be holding the line there so the people can climb first.
Stieg is like ass and legs out of the window.
Okay. You know what? Maybe I'll wait because I don't know if two people start climbing at the same time, it'll pull it out, and that would be bad. So instead, I'm gonna use, since I only use 30 feet of my movement, I still have an action. So I will.
Real quick.
I will-
Can I interject real quick, if that's
Yeah.
okay? What's
Your
your
game.
passive perception? And Gunder, what's your passive perception?
14.
14.
48.
Wow, that's
no.
really high.
I'm
impressed.
sorry. Hold on. What's my perception? 12.
12. Okay. The both of you see as you're shifting positions and moving back towards, you see this draugr kind of making its way around wide around the tower, backside of the tower.
How far away is it?
He's probably 40 feet away. He's kind of out in the. He's just kind of coming out of the bog, kind of at the edge, like.
Oh, well then I'll toll the
Yeah.
at him. Because I can. That's 60 feet.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If he has not been injured yet,
He is not. He is a fresh bog boy.
yeah, then I only get a 1d8.
Fresh bog boy.
And that's
Crit.
a.
God damn it.
Oh man, where's
Wow.
Kyle? Kyle, why aren't you watching this? I hope Kyle's watching how many crits I'm rolling today.
Yeah, that's.
This is
I think that's like
ridiculous.
5
he
now,
saved
right?
on that wisdom.
Six?
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Wow.
Away my action. All right, I'll just. Oh wait,
That's
I'm done.
That's
all I
that's crazy.
That's something else.
Yeah. All right. Ooh, it's my turn. Let's see. Let's move Astrid up towards the building.
Mhm.
So these two, this draugr is going to attack the bandit in front of him. Ooh, and hit him. And oh yeah, he will take so much damage.
At least he didn't crit him.
And both of the bandits will attack the draugr. They have advantage. And that one will hit. And blop blop. Blop. And this draugr will yeah, he'll move and dash, and he joins you near the tower. He would say hello, but he can't.
Rude.
And I know they're jerks.
Yep.
And top of the round, I'm gonna do one of these. All right, I'm gonna do one of these.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
I'm gonna do a little of this.
Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna do a little of that. And one of those. Oh yeah, let's do this. And this guy is over there. So you see anybody who's looking, a draugr kind of comes out of the bog over near that guy that you bonked on the head. And a draugr comes out of the bog on the right hand side of the screen, on the further away, over that way. Put him there. All right, Paya.
Well, Does Paya know any stories of how to get draugr to stop multiplying?
Um,
Does she know what she's looking for? Does she have any background as to what she might do to just stop the flow?
sure.
Does she have to
Let's
go upstairs and look upstairs? Like, does she know? I mean, does she have a clue what
let's call that a history roll.
history? Oh, history isn't going to be great, but we'll try. We've been rolling hot tonight, so let's see. That's not great. She does not have the best history. So no, that's only a 7.
7. Yeah, you're thinking, and yeah, you can't recall any stories, any sagas, any tales, specifically about like stopping draugr in a way that doesn't just involve killing the lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's got a free action. She's going to come to the window and pull in
Stieg?
Stieg.
Nice.
Just gonna yank him in the window.
Yeah.
He's in the room.
Let's do a athletics roll, please.
Athletics. That would be a 12.
12. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of grab him by the shoulders of his shirt and pull him into the room with an
And
oof.
then I hand him the bag with the coal, the dried poop, the acorn, and the pine cone, and I'm like, you might need these. They might be components to something. I don't know. Magic people are weird.
That's true. Magic people are weird.
They need weird stuff. I mean, come on. I don't know. I'm expecting that he needs some of this.
Anything else?
That's
You have some other
kinda-
doors. There's
mean-
there's stairs up. I will say, and one thing I want to point out, since we are at a point where we're in this room, and I feel like I don't remember if I described it very well this way. But you can pretty much see up to the roof. From you can see that there were, like, say, two floors above you, and you can see that they are kind of rotted and away, and some of the debris has caved in.
And does that mean that they look inviting, like I want to explore them, or do I just want to explore some of the other corners? I'm trying to figure out what they're protecting. So
I'll leave
yeah,
that up
I'm
to
just
you.
looking.
Yeah.
Pulled him in. I don't have much else I can do. So
All
my
right.
action was to pull him in and to investigate, and that didn't happen. So there we go.
Vidar.
I will scan the battlefield below to see
Yeah.
where my companions are. He'll turn and say, "Oh, hey, Stig. Good to see you. Glad you made it."
Hello. Thank you. I'm glad I'm here.
I hate
All
to say this.
casual, like.
I hate to say this, Paya and Stig, but I'm beginning to think that we need to leave this place. These draugr are drawn to it. And he will lean out the window and take a shot at the draugr next to Astrid.
Okay.
17.
Oh yeah. Faux show.
7 piercing damage.
All right. You have damaged it.
That's
With
my
a
turn.
thwack. All right. Stieg. Let me do this too. Stieg, you're up. Gunder, you were on deck.
All right. With my new bag of poop in hand, I'm gonna race back over to the windowsill and see
Yeah.
what I see, and just sidle up next to Vidar and throw a fighter bolt down
Okay.
at the
At the
draugr next
draugr
to
there.
Astrid. Yep.
Yeah.
So that'll be a 20 to hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, then so 1d10. One point of fire damage.
You're back at it.
Yep.
That's kind of on brand.
Deek strikes again.
It's better than 0.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you didn't attack me. I appreciate you.
I'm trying.
Ah no.
I gotta get up there.
What?
I fell out the window.
I was trying to put Stieg up there, and I think he got copied under. Damn it!
Oh, I got copied and pasted underneath somebody.
Well, there's so
Oh,
many
on the
layers.
first
Uh,
level. Oh. You just leave him on that second level, because if we go back down there, he'll already be there.
Yeah. Let me just do that. Oh. There we go. There we go.
It's hard to find good extras these days.
I know, right? Boom. Okay. Boom. Gunder.
Circle around to the other side of the draugr that is bothering Astrid and stab it with a spear, preferably with advantage.
Yes. Please do so.
Well, I'm glad I did. There's a 14 hit.
Yep.
And I do 6 points of damage. Piercing.
All right. Yeah, you stab into it with a woody thwack. It's not a stabby sound, but you know what I mean. And it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it in a final way, but it doesn't like it.
Not a fan.
Oh wait, I just realized what Gundar's BI is. Gundar, you have a bardic inspiration that you have not used yet.
Good to know. I don't need it yet.
If you have it, you should use it when you need it.
Astrid, you are up. I am on deck. I gotta remember. I should remember to do that.
Yay.
Bardic Inspiration only lasts for what, a minute?
10.
Oh, it's 10? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, can I... So I'm right next to the rope, right?
Yes.
Can I disengage up the rope? Because disengage is an action and climb
Yes.
is a movement.
Yes.
Yay. I would like to disengage up the rope.
All right. As same with how we did Stieg. You disengage, you climb up the rope, and you are like head and shoulders in, ass and legs out.
Fair enough.
We're getting there.
Soon we'll have different problems.
That's right.
Yeah.
is true.
Right. My turn. This draugr is going to attack the. I'm going to do the bandits first. Do the bandits. He hits a bandit for a small amount of damage. And this bandit looks very, very, very unhappy. But they're going to team up on this draugr. Oh. Okay, one of them will hit, and not kill the draugr. The draugr also looks very, very unhappy. Gunder, you are going to get attacked by this draugr. He will miss you. This draugr over here. Grabs a hold of that unconscious guy. And this draugr runs up behind this guy. I will now roll this dice. Okay. Paya. What
Well,
would you like to do?
well, I am paying attention to the door in the room because I remember there was one bandit down below, but right now I'm figuring they're occupied and not paying us any real heed.
Mhm.
And you guys want me to help pull in Astrid, or do you guys want me to
Sure.
go grab the room? I'm asking to the other two that are guarding this window because there's a body in it, and I'm assuming this
I
body
might be
halfway
blocking
in.
it.
We'll
I'm
we'll
just
get
gonna-
her.
you know what?
We'll pull her
We-
in. We'll
No.
pull her
Yeah,
in.
we could always pull her up.
Yeah, but that's your action, and you guys can shoot, and I can't. So I'm gonna go on, grab her, pull her in, let you guys shoot with an open window, and that is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Once again, so I will give you a strength check to
Yes.
grab Astrid, and that is not so good because I've got a very crowded window, but that's still a 9. She's also not resisting me.
Isn't she though?
She went in the window.
She's had a
I
very
already get dragged
very
around.
interesting history in the last 30 seconds with touching. Yeah, you pull her in with a bit more effort than Stieg. She's, probably a
Maybe
little more
there's-
muscular than Stieg, perhaps.
Maybe.
Are you wearing armor?
I have hide.
That's more than Stieg has.
Okay.
Although he is weighed down by a bag of poop.
He got that after.
I got that after.
That's
though.
that's true. Anyway, you're in
I
the
also kicked the sword to I tell Stieg there's a sword over here. Weren't you looking for weapons at one point in time? And then I go back and guard the door. I also run back and guard the door, so I've got,
Okay.
not that it's prepared, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Momming the whole
Awesome.
group.
Vidar, you are up. Stieg, you are on deck.
All right, so I'll fire at the draugr that is engaged with Gunder. Ooh, that's gonna only be a 12.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Nope. Gunder, run for the tower! And that's my turn.
All right, Stieg.
All right. Like last time, I'm gonna try to shoot something again.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna duck out the window, throw down another firebolt.
Hey,
18 plus 5, 23 to hit.
That
Nice.
absolutely. That
See if I can roll
absolutely
higher
hit.
on 1 now.
I mean, there's a first time for everything.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
7 fire damage.
Yes. You immolate this draugr.
Nice.
I don't need 2 piles of blood. Just 1. Yes. Gunder, this draugr you're facing, his head is suddenly on fire, and he falls to the ground dead. Again.
That second
Dead,
part
okay.
is the important part.
Yeah. He's now a Ghost Rider.
Or a flame skull.
Mm,
Or a,
not those.
or a flame skull.
Not
That's
any.
even-
Not any
I
of
don't
those,
know.
please.
Oh God, yeah. All right, Gunder
Run and climb.
and Astrid, you're on deck. Yeah, you are you're gonna dash?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you will like your friends be backside out, front side mostly in.
I'm in enough.
Yes. Astrid,
Okay, so I'm in the
You-
room.
you now find yourself in this room. It's not as cramped as this map makes it appear, because the token relative size isn't the same, but it's not a big room either. But you find yourself in this room with your friends and these two
Okay.
people who are kind of slowly coming to consciousness. Because I keep forgetting about them, I'll be honest.
Okay. Do I know any reason why draugr would just constantly be swarming? Like any kind of like thing that I learned, or like history lesson, or like tale I overheard in the bar, or anything?
Give me a. I would say, you could either do, say, history, or perhaps, we could go with religion as well.
They're the
If
same score. So
if you would like.
Nice.
Oh.
okay,
Nice.
so that is a 24.
Wow. So you think back to your studies, to times you've spent learning, and tales that you've heard people talk, and you recall a number of different tales, or cautionary tales, and kind of saga like stories, right, about draugr, and a lot of times a lot of those tales are kind of flavored as like, kind of the vengeance of like, your family from the past, like, oh, you fucked up, your grandpa's coming to get you. There's a lot of that. There's there's things that about the Black Winter, which is one of the things that was kind of a little different about the draugr you faced at the farmstead. That the Black Winter can kind of cause these things and sometimes Hel, Hel, right, the goddess, has been known to use draugr in this fashion, and sometimes it's, in the case of the Black Winter, a lot of times that's kind of also accompanied by a meteorological thing, usually, like that previous encounter, usually with I think, maybe from your experience, usually or from your understanding, usually with, say, the Hel option, there's usually, like, I guess, like a controller type person, somebody or something that could be around, that could be controlling them and causing this to happen, and sometimes they're maybe more, I don't want to say naturally occurring, but like unaligned occurring, sometimes depending on the method of death, can cause unquiet dead, but it could be that there's something, I guess, long story short, it could be that there's something that's perhaps calling to them.
Sure. And that would be a
Um,
person or an item?
It could be a person, it could be an item, it could also maybe just be the place.
Yeah, it could just be that Black Winter, happened over a graveyard, basically.
Yeah, or that like it could also be. I think with that role, it could also be that a function of you being here could be like the problem. Like sometimes you have heard tales of say things like nature spirits that are very protective of their area, and like it doesn't matter who you are, they're going to try to get you out. And it could be that it could be any one of those things, but you have some options to
Right.
explore.
Okay. Okay.
I will say that you're pretty sure you could rule out the Black Winter aspect. That doesn't necessarily seem to fit this instance. And without a further look at say these bogs, you might need to look like these bog draugr. You might need to like examine one to maybe figure out if they're like maybe hell aligned or whatnot, or one of the other options, or look around and see if you find something, or just kill everybody and see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Maybe it's
well,
Gunder.
All right. I'm going to say there could be an item or there could be a spellcaster. And then I'm going to go into the next room
Okay.
and like see like quietly like see if there's any sound coming from the other rooms
Okay.
that are up
So
here.
you move into this hallway.
Yes.
You have like a no longer you have a doorway on your right, which you can see kind of leads to a stairwell, and then which is behind you there, the obvious stairwell there, and then you have two kind of closed doors in kind of facing you in the hall. Both of them are like less great condition, not unlike the door to this room. They're kind of shitty, old doors.
Well, I'm not going to go through them because I don't want to poke the bear and like start another
Sure.
battle. But if I could, I mean, I might have to wait till next turn. But I
Listen
would want
or
to listen or
Yeah.
see if I can look through the slats to see if
Sure.
they're occupied or not.
Please, perception roll for me.
Oh, okay. 9. And that is 13.
13. So you first you kind of listen, and you you can easily hear the kind of battle that's happening outside, and but you don't hear anything untoward, say in either of these two rooms. And you kind of look into kind of the slats and some of the the separated wood, the damaged like knot holes and stuff. And this through the slats in this left room, you are able to mostly, there's a lot of debris. It looks like there's a like piles of debris, say from the floors that probably were above you at one point. And through the door in the right hand room, you can see some debris, and you're able to see enough with that roll was enough to see, you can see there's a candle on the floor, like just through your eyesight, through like a slat that you can see.
All right, then I will, for my free action, say, Paya, come here. And that's it. That's all I can do.
Sure.
Done a lot.
Yeah, you have.
That's a lot. That's good.
Right. Oh, that's me. Oh, hey, it's me. I get to go. Rar is right. This guy over here, he's like almost in like fully in the bog now. He's been grabbed on by the draugr, and he's like unconscious but being dragged down. These guys over here, the draugr will attack. Oh yeah, he's a little sandwiched. So that bandit guy, oh, he takes some damage. It is 10 damage total he will have. And the guy in the doorway does not get that, so he misses. They're going to attack. The guy in the doorway is going to attack the draugr between them. Oh, and he gets hit. Oh, and down goes that draugr.
Good for the meat shields.
And that other draugr is going to get attacked. Oh my god! Oh, so many natural swings, followed by a couple of ones
Yeah.
Natural 20 for 2 hits, 2 hit points.
for three total damage. He hit him really good, very lightly. An expert caress. And at the end of the round, let's do one of those because I forgot to do one last time. I'm going to do one of these. All right. Please, Paya, you are up. Vidar, you are on deck.
Well, since I now know where everyone that I am mostly concerned is, I will go, and I have been called to go inspect this new room.
Yes.
So, I open the door.
Okay. You step up to that door and open it, and it pushes open. There's a little, like, not even a mechanical latch. It's like just a lever latch. And it opens and kind of pushes open, and you can see that a bunch of the debris is kind of piled on the edges of the room. You can see above you, like this this corner. Yeah, this kind of the opposite right corner. Not at the level you're at, but above it is that that whole corner of the tower is missing.
Okay.
And this debris kind of been pushed out of the way, and you can see kind of the remains of a faint sort of chalk and perhaps ash, a faint dusting in the form of a with some glyphs and runes that have had once kind of been there and are now kind of smudged out a bit and worn out. There are 4 candles, one of which you can see is still kind of burning. The other 3 are out. There is
Is there salvageable wax in those other 3?
yeah.
Okay.
There is some unidentifiable piles of stuff from this distance.
Okay.
At first glance, anyway, right? Kind of at various points around there, and a goat head. There's a goat
And
head
a
there.
goat head.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? Well, I know enough to know this is them book learning stuff, and I ain't no book learner. I can read and all. I can forge, but
You
I'm
got
not
those smarts.
I am wise enough to know this is not my thing. But there are some curses here. My superstitions are all cutting in, and I'm like, Stig, 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 and that is probably. But I also pocket the candle wax.
Sure.
That is not. I'm not even sure I want to blow out that last candle.
Okay.
I'm tempted, but I'm not quite sure. But I grabbed the other candle wax because, like, candles, that's expensive stuff.
Okay. My question to you would be: do you cross the circle, or do you go around the outside? Around the
I
outside.
do not step on any of this stuff. Like, I'm like this. My superstitions. You guys have all seen me give my little offerings to all of the other stuff. I am not messing with this. This is not for me.
Okay.
I have people that know this stuff, and I am very well aware that I've got god people and rune people. My superstitions are just get the candle wax,
Yeah.
possibly make an offering. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Vidar.
Steve.
Vidar will turn to Gundar and say, "The stairs are not protected," and he's going to move to the stairs and just knock an arrow and ready an action to fire at anything that comes up the stairs.
Okay. There we go. Gunner's like half in, because right, you haven't gotten all the way in yet.
Correct.
Right. I
Um,
didn't pull you in this time, because there were other people in the window.
And Gunder's a big boy.
yeah, you're just waiting, holding an action.
You know what? Actually, I didn't realize that he wasn't in the room yet. So I think instead of doing that, he would first try to pull Gundar in and then go,
Okay.
not be able to ready an action, obviously, but at least go to the stairs and get ready
Sure.
for the next round. So I'll pull him in.
Please make an athletics roll.
That's going to be an 8.
An 8. Yeah, you're able to just kind of pull him in with a bit of work. It's not too difficult.
Okay, I'll get him in and then I'll go to the stairs and keep a watch on the stairs.
Aren't I after Vidar in the initiative?
Yeah, but it's still Vidar's turn.
Oh, I thought you moved on to Gundar earlier, though.
No,
Never
I
mind.
just pulled him
Gundar
in.
was just
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, I got confused. I know that Hugh came back and pulled him in, but
Big, now it is your turn.
Okay.
And Gundar, you are on deck.
okay. So having heard Paya call to me, I'm gonna go out and check out this other room with them.
Okay.
And can I see this thing laid out before me? Can I interpret what it's doing?
Sure. Please make an Arcana roll.
Okay. Let me just see what I'm. Okay. Okay, that would be a 12.
12. Yeah, you kind of look and kind of take in all the different elements that you can see. And this appears to be some kind of perhaps some kind of binding related ritual. It's a little you can it's not necessarily something that you like it's not a spell that you have. It's not a spell that you know, right? So it's a little bit outside of your wheelhouse, but there's elements of these things, right? That you've seen before, and you can interpret some of what remains of some of these runes that have been drawn here, that are scattered a bit.
Sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. But yeah, so you're able to. It appears to be some kind of binding, perhaps a breaking.
Breaking. Would I know how to deactivate it? Like make it so it's no longer potent or effective?
Sure. What did you roll again?
A 12.
A 12. I mean, putting out that candle might not be a bad idea.
All right, so I'm going to use prestidigitation to like put out the candle.
Nice. Yeah.
I ain't touching that shit.
Yeah. You put out the candle with your magic, and let's see. Let me do one of these. You a light breeze kind of whips through the room a bit and kind of blows mostly dust and shit and debris around, but kind of scatters the remains of this circle, and you feel a bit of a chill, and then a bit of extra warmth, and the breeze ends.
That might have been drawing the draugr out, bringing them closer to this somehow. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
Nice. Gunder.
Well, Gunder is hauled into the window. He just kind of lets out a deep breath, takes one in, puts his hand on his chest. There's that weird thrumming again as he uses the other 5 hit points of lay on hands he has for himself, bringing him up to 9 hit points.
Whew.
And yeah, he was down there with 4 the whole time. High AC though. High AC.
Yep.
With that, just kind of shakes himself, stands up, walks out to the hallway, and stands like pretty much just next to / behind Vidar. Goes stairs. Pulls his shield up in front of him and waits to block the stairwell if anybody comes up.
Okay. Astrid.
Okay. I would like to investigate those objects in the room with the summoning circle or
Sure.
whatever circle, and see what is there.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
Wait, which one is it? Oh, intelligence.
It's an intelligence, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, I'll
nice.
take a 24
Ooh.
again. Thank you.
Womp,
With
womp,
natural
womp,
20.
Yeah, so obviously there is a goat head here, as I described. It's like one of those fucking Jacob's goats, so it's got like horns that are like every which way. I don't know if you know what those are. They look like, like
I'll
a shrine
YouTube
of
look it up later.
a shrine of Satan. They actually have 4 horns. 2
Okay.
that go up and usually 2 that go down, kind of. They're cool. You can, especially with that roll, you can see that there has been some carving done on these horns. You you see that there's a couple of different piles, sort of stuff. There's a pile of what looks like a tarnished, um, um, like metal dust, like metal shavings, of some kind. It's hard with their level of tarnish. It's hard to tell, if there's like rusted iron or if it was like perhaps copper or bronze that is really tarnished. There is some kind of a kind of a pile that is now a bit scattered that appears to have been some kind of like heavy like ash, kind of like when you like burn like cardboard and it has those kind of big ash flakes almost. It's almost like that. It's obviously not cardboard, that hasn't been invented, but it kind of looks in that manner. And there is a small pile of cracked quartz spurs or quartz spars that have been that have cracked and are now broken. So where once there was 4, now there are 8
Okay. Pieces of quartz.
pieces of quartz. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I would like to grab up the quartz and
Yeah.
then can I read the writing on the horns?
Do you tell me about your skill with runes?
I don't know that I have a rune skill. They're runes?
Yes. Yeah, there's you look and you can see that these are that there's much care it seems to have been taken with this. There is some like almost like, I don't want to say filigree, but there's whoever did this perhaps made it look nice after a fashion. His runes. Don't, I never remember if fucking rune is like a language or not. I feel like that's something I should remember.
I mean, I've got Arcana, but
Yeah. Give me an
skill.
Arcana roll.
Okay,
Let's do that.
that's pretty good.
It's a good roll.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Some of it you're maybe not you're less familiar with, but you kind of get the gist that the carvings on this were to act as a like a
Focus?
font, a focus, of some kind of power from somewhere, magical energy perhaps, that whatever happened here, that these horns, this goat head, whatever was like channeling something, like, and this was like the focus, this was the anchor.
Can I make any kind of guesstimation that it is now deactivated, or like, do we need to get rid of this?
You kind of you didn't feel it like stick because you weren't in that room when that happened, but no, you were like right there.
I was watching.
Yeah, you were right there. You were right there.
But it was
so you felt that thing happen. And it almost feels like there's you get the feeling that something has eased that whatever this effect was has perhaps passed for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll just say, Steeg, take a look at these runes.
Hey, buddy, look at these things. Awesome. Oh, me.
Oh my.
There is still some stuff out here. Gunder's no longer out here, of course.
Gunder's in many places at once.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah. Let's do this. Plap, plap. Oh, yeah. Really, guys? Come on. They come out. He's like, we gotta kill this. You hear some shouting, and you lot kind of hear some shouting from outside, and some curses. You hear a bit of a scream that is cut off abruptly as perhaps someone is dragged below, and these two boys are gone. Bye-bye.
See, if we just let ourselves get dragged into the bog, the combat would have been over a lot quicker.
I mean, there are avenues that I have built into this for you to take. If you die, then it's no problem. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And Dead
Then we
Draugr,
just all
obviously.
become cautionary tales.
That's right.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, and he's not going down without a fight because he's gonna kill this boy. Blep, blep, where is blood splatter? Up. There we go. Lock. Okay.
Oh my.
All right. Now there is one bandit and one draugr. A spell
Let
has
them
been
fight.
Let
lifted.
them fight.
There is
Fight.
everyone's in the security of the tower, and let's take a break. I could use a bio break. Perhaps you could. Perhaps all of you watching could use a bio break or a beverage. Please remember that we have a giveaway, some sweet Aurora dice, or perhaps, as we would say here in Svilland, a Bifrost set of dice. We're giving away a copy of the PDF of the Svilland core book, the campaign setting, straight from our official sponsors, Dream Realm Storytellers, who of course published this fantastic campaign setting. Yeah, we'll be back in 15 minutes. We'll be back at 9. We'll take a little bit extra break. So yeah. Remember, enter DRS into the chat. Be here at the end, and we'll give some stuff away. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Bye.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope your break was worthwhile. I've got some tea, so it was worthwhile for me. Um, let's get back into it. Here we are in a room, in a hallway, in a tower, in the middle of a bog in the north.
Down in the Valley O.
Down in the Valley O. That's right. There's a tower in a bog in the middle of the sea. Wait, no. And perhaps you fix some problems, perhaps not. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll find out. Paya, you are up. We'll do a little, let's be a little more loose with initiative order, but we'll just kind of keep it in initiative order, just to be a little more regimented. But we can be a little more loose with what you can do right now, than say initiative type actions. Paya, what would you like to do?
Well, I am wondering if everything is secure enough, if we're confident enough that everything outside is calmed down. We want to take a rest. If not,
You can still hear a bit of struggle outside.
okay. Well then, we can still hear it, so I'm gonna go check in on our two
Captives?
captives and see if there's any more around, because
Yeah.
I'm really sure it's just two.
Yeah, they're coming to, I guess. One of them, as you kind of come over, one of the one that had been in the process of kind of waking up before, she kind of looks up at you as you kind of kneel down, and she's kind of like sitting up at this moment, and she says, "Who are you? Where did you come from?" And she kind of looks at and sees the body of the guy that Vidar killed.
Normally, I'm the midwife, and I untie her husband or partner or whoever else is there, make sure they're both unbound.
Mm-hmm. The male person, he's a little groggy still, still kind of in that quasi responsive threshold that Michael will learn about later in school. She says, "Oh, yeah, I'm not pregnant."
Awkward.
Well,
but thank you.
seeing the condition that you're in, congratulations. At least it wasn't as traumatic as it could be. How did you? Obviously, you didn't get here by choice. How did you get here?
I was they attacked our some men attacked our farmstead, and I think they might have, oh god, they might have killed my brother, whose name I totally have made up before now.
Well, do you remember your name, even if you don't remember your brother's name?
Yep. Yep, I totally do. I totally remember my name. It's they killed, I think they might have killed Rold. Rold's my brother. They might
Rold
have,
is the brother,
yeah.
and your name, sweetheart?
Ida, she says.
Ida. And do you know this gentleman?
She kind of looks over. Um, that might be Solv. He's
Solv?
He's the boy from the next place over. And you can see, as you're kind of, you're interacting with her and kind of.
How old do they look?
That's what I was getting at.
How old are they?
Yeah. They're like young. She's probably you would guess early teens, younger than Vidar. She might be like, say, 13 or 14. And the boy, he's fuck it, they're about the same age, somewhere between 13
He's
and
also
14.
13. Okay.
Man, hide your kids. There's cultists
Yeah,
stealing
really.
Hide your kids.
And we'll, of course, ask Ida. Ida, do you know how one would get pregnant?
Well, yeah, when a man and a woman love each other very much, it's like a
not always
love handshake.
Love thing, but it's not always a love thing. I'm going to sit down and explain some things to these children, because even though they did not go through that level of trauma at this point in time, that's my
Are you
job.
gonna you're
So
gonna you're gonna explain the birds and the bees to her right now?
Yes, absolutely. That is
All right.
exactly what I am doing as I am sitting down and hoping everyone else has got everything together. So
D&D has gotten weird.
Yeah, right.
It's always been weird.
If any of you out there in the internet land remember that commercial from when I was but a wee boy.
I love this look that Dave has right now, because I feel like that's Vitar just down the hall, like he hasn't had to talk yet, so he's learning things.
No.
That's right. You're guarding the door. You and Gundar are guarding the door. Like, is there going to be a draugr coming up these stairs, or is it going to be dudes? Are we going to kill these guys? Like, and you hear, and then,
The woman and the man
sometimes
lay down together.
yeah, right.
Is there anything to kill around
Peter's
here?
just like pressed against the
Oh
wall.
God, please.
Deek scribbling in his spellbook.
Yeah, right.
His face is just
So
one
that's
of
how it's done.
quiet,
I've been doing it
terrifying
wrong for all these years.
Oh, diagrams.
So about this goat head.
Yeah, right. Stieg.
for Viking sex ed,
Yes.
everybody.
All jokes aside, I would like to examine the runes on that goat head if possible.
Sure. You have a fucking rune power ability. Remind me again what that does.
Oh, right. So almost have it. You can sense the runes around you when you use this feature. It can be used as an action, lasts for 1 minute. At first, you can sense an aura indicating the existence of a rune within 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Goat
You
head.
You can make an intelligence check and comprehend the rune on a successful check. It's
Ooh, there you
DC
go.
10.
There you go.
Give me give me an Arcana roll, por
All right.
favor.
Sex
9
ed.
plus 5, so that'd be a 14.
Sex ed
Very
Svilland
good.
style.
Right.
We'll be going to health classes all around the world in
In all
Eighth
times of
grade.
history.
Yeah, 8th grade health class.
And it is sometimes that the woman knocks the man unconscious.
Huh.
And that,
That's kinky.
Huh.
yeah. Hang on. What was that? What was that check again? 10 plus that. Okay.
Yeah, it was a 14 I got. And the DC for the rune thing was 10.
Mm-hmm.
The
Where did
detect
that
rune.
go?
Oh, it's
Um,
DC 10 plus the spell level of the rune.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You so you are you can tell that this is an object of ultimately of some power because of what's inscribed here. You are unable to determine kind of what's going down with it in a specific sort of way. But you are able to tell that much of what you see inscribed here is Odal, Odal, which is the rune of borders. And I wrote that. Where did I write that down? And did I write that down here? And Wunjo? Yeah, and Wunjo, the rune of binding, or that binds or controls bonds and kinship. But you can tell that there is some power of some kind in this object, in this goat head, or more specifically in the configuration of horns, really. But you
Is-
are unable to determine the nature of said power beyond what I have just told you.
Would I perceive that it could be of some use, or is it just like purely evil and dedicated to this one task? I guess.
I will say that you're able to determine that it has a specific function. That function is not necessarily evil. It's not good. It is a function. You would have enough of an understanding, of magic, of runes, from an arcane perspective. Right? Like runes and magic can be used for good or for ill. There are no like outright evil. None of the runes are evil. They can be used for evil by evil men, right? But so yes, this object. Long story short, this object, not evil, perhaps was used for a task you didn't like, maybe. But does have a singular function, which you are not able to determine at this time.
All right, I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
And just walk around with it. Just walk
Just
around
like-
with the
Oh
goat
my
head.
god.
Like, hey guys.
Okay, I found guys.
Look, it's
All
talking.
right, all right. Yeah. Hi. Make
Hey.
its jaw like bob up and down. No, just I'm
At
gonna.
this time, you start to hear things that are related to the goat horns, but sort of sex eddy coming from
Yeah.
the other room, and it's just
The stag deer approaches the female deer. um,
The doe. They're
yeah,
called
so
does.
I'm gonna hold on to
The
it with
deer.
possibly the idea of bringing it home to show Seaman.
Okay.
And I haven't fully figured out how to transport it yet. Is it big?
I mean, it's a goat head. It's not like a. So it's it's a good size goat.
Like a basketball, maybe?
Yeah, and it's got a bit of neck, but like the top horns are like this, and they're
Hmm.
kind of spirally.
Right, so
one of
I'll-
them kind of kicks off a bit to the left.
I'll bring it with me,
Oh,
and
God.
if we were to travel, I'd probably strap it onto my bag, like on the exterior of the
Oh.
bag or something.
From the stairwell, Gunder's just going to say in a level voice, "Has anyone checked the other room?"
No, we should.
Yes, Gundar, can you handle this for a minute? And he looks at you, and then he's going to climb up the rubble to get to the higher level so he can get a better view of what's outside from the top level of this tower.
So you just want to scale the rubble.
Yeah, I mean, I think you had described earlier that there was an opening to like a parapet or some sort of a platform area that was kind of crumbling, but
Yep.
so he's gonna get up there and get a look see.
Yeah. Sure. Give me an athletics roll, please.
That'd be a 4.
Four.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You have a kind of a hard time finding good handholds. You think the stairs might go higher though?
I'll take the stairs.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You climb up.
I would have
uh,
probably taken the stairs, knowing that. To be honest
That's
with
fair.
you, but yeah, he goes up the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. You. Let's do one of these. Whoop. Yeah, you kind of come out on top of you can see looking down, you can see right down kind of onto your friends. You can see the kind of debris into both rooms that where they are, and then that other one that they haven't gone in yet. You can see the two kind of ruined levels that have been destroyed, and you can see out across here. You can see down where the lone draugr and outlaw are in a duel to the death. Just they both appear like it's almost like when you got like near the end of an action movie, probably from the 80s, and the main bad guy and the main villain are just like half unconscious and just punching each other, trading blows to the face, and they're both like barely standing. It almost looks like that.
Nice.
Like a cage fight.
It's a little ridiculous, yeah. And give me a perception roll as you peruse your surroundings.
10.
10. As you're kind of looking out, you don't notice any other any new draugr coming out of the bog, much to your relief, perhaps. And but you do notice a way to the north, kind of at the edge of the kind of at the edge of where you can kind of see into the trees. Across this kind of open, more stretch of the bog, the trees are still there, but they're kind of sparse, and then they get closer and closer in again as they get to more solid boggy parts. And you're not really able to make out much, but you see a figure kind of standing amongst the trees. And you can, but you are able to clearly make out, not clearly make out, but make out a sort of staff that they're holding with a kind of a distinct, some kind of elaborate head, or some kind of thing that's a little larger and elaborate of a design on the top of the staff. It's hard to tell from this distance and with your roll, but you kind of see this person, this figure, and they kind of stand there, and kind of you feel like they see them, and they kind of turn and walk into the trees. And you are unable to see that person anymore.
Okay, interesting. What is that right there? I'll look over and just kind of survey the rubble on this top level.
What is what where?
I don't know. I was just looking around. I was thinking that there was going to be something there.
There's that brown thing. Is that something? Is that like a box or something?
It's a box. It's an old box.
I'm gonna walk to the box and take a look, and then I'll move on to whoever wants to go next.
All right. Inside the box, let's get wild.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? It's not that. It's not that thing.
What's in the box?
Let me do this.
Gunder, you look a little blue.
There we go.
Increase number button by accident. Now he's blue. I don't know how that.
Dave, give me a D100 roll.
I will definitely do that.
Oh, we can make ourselves smaller.
I don't know what that is. A 30?
30?
Yeah.
30. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. There's in the box, you kind of it's like mostly open as it is, and you kind of get in it, and there's like some looks like some old clothing, perhaps. That's mostly. What do you? Don't you?
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Some weird magic going on down there.
And you find a small pouch with 5 coins inside of it.
I will take it.
Amongst this kind of moldy and weather worn and old clothing in this box. Stieg.
I'll come out into the hallway here and just be like, "Oh, this other room. We should go check this out," and go back to investigate the back room. Is this door open?
How did you get blue?
Gunder did something to his token.
It was something.
All right. Yeah.
He's not feeling so hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. It has just like a not a mechanical, but just a kind of a lever latch and you're able to open it fairly easily. And you look around. There's a bunch of debris, which is kind of what this like opposite wall is. Debris and perhaps a bush that's growing in there, as it would appear. But debris from the ceiling. There's also to your left. There is a satchel, a large like a backpack, and a spear.
Measure that satchel size for ghost.
Yeah, I'd like to go check out the satchel.
Okay. It is a. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah. Let's. Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm excited. Now I'm
Yeah.
excited. Let's do this.
That could be good for us or terrible for
Dungeons
us.
and
I don't
Dragons,
know.
5th
I know, right?
edition book.
Could go either way when the DM says that.
I don't know where to go. Equipment packs. Equipment packs. Let us call it. Yes. A barbarian's pack. It's a backpack. There is a belt pouch in it for some reason, a blanket, a tinderbox, a mess kit, soap, some torches, rations, and a water skin, and 50 feet of hempen rope.
Wait, there's soap?
Hey, I didn't write this. Somebody else did.
Barbarians gotta
B.A.
clean up.
B.A. Morier wrote this, and you can purchase it on the DM's Guild. It's called Equipment Packs.
The belt pouch. Is there anything inside of it?
No, it's just a empty belt pouch. It looks new-ish, but perhaps unused, well oiled.
Okay. I will pick it up and grab the spear. And I don't see anything else in there?
In this room?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'll just bring those things out into the hallway and just be like, I found some of these things here. Does anybody want some rope or some soap? I could put the soap on a rope for you.
You know there's still draugr outside, right?
What? Oh. I'll just leave the stuff in the hallway.
You know the way to defeat draugr is to just clean them. You just gotta scrub them, and they'll stop being angry.
The midwife is continuing to talk about how soap is an appropriate thing, like cleanliness is necessary in the birthing process.
We should secure the downstairs as well. The front door. I'll just yell out.
If I'm going to go down the stairs, I would like one or two people to come with me. That way we can handle whatever is there, and we can secure up to the front door if we are ready to do that.
I'll go down.
So I have a question. Why would they have a circle that is attracting draugr in the place where they're sleeping? Doesn't that sound like a terrible idea?
It does. Once we have secured the tower, we should worry about it. We should secure the tower.
Fine.
Vidar, when the time is right, he's going to take some shots at the two that are slugging it out still out in the bog.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Gundar.
Gundar's going to begin descending the stairs to the main level, slowly, shield out, ready for something to attack him.
Okay. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. Bird.
It's an earthquake. Oh no!
Bird.
There's a non-blue Gunder. Which one's the real Gunder?
Oh
That's
boy.
a question for the ages.
Invoke duplicity.
Right.
Amanda, you probably have a good jester.
I do. I don't have a good voice, but I even got more of my cosplay this week. It showed up in the mail. I now
Nice.
have the tights and the gloves and the leotard, so I just have to do the makeup on my face, and I've got the horns and the wig.
We should start a cosplay of the
And-
week, and you could win it every week.
With my one and only one cosplay of Jester.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
I could do my Klovac cosplay.
That's right.
Yeah. Michael.
You want blue? You want blue body, Michael?
I like him. We'll go with him.
Okay. Yeah, you
You're my boy.
you come down to the bottom of the stairs, and let's see, how did I this door in front of you is not a door anymore. It is a doorway. And then there is a door here to kind of the entrance hall bit. And it is open.
And I can see into that entryway.
Yep.
Is anything in the entryway?
You do not. You only see corpses. There are a number of dead outlaws, bandits, men.
We'll step past them and up to the actual doorway to the tower.
Okay.
And look up.
Yeah, you see. You look out and you can see that a few paces out, these last two are facing down each other.
They've been fighting for like 20 minutes.
No, it just feels like it because we're in slow turn combat. But once they have a turn, something will happen.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's all we're gonna do.
Or they'll both continue to roll like Stieg does. In which case this will go on forever.
Oh boy.
The fourth age has begun, and I'm pretty sure that there's still a outlaw and a draugr fighting in a bog in the north.
All right, I'm gonna follow Gunder down the stairs too.
Yeah, you see him kind of standing in the doorway to the outside. You can see there's the doorway to this room here is open.
Mhm. Okay, so there's nothing that I see in that room. It's just kind of abandoned, or
Oh yes, no. You you see a bit less. There's a bit less rubble, although growth has definitely kind of crept in to the base. As you can see on the map, there's lovely plants. I think I'm colorblind. I think that's
Yep.
green.
yes.
And in it kind of in this room, you can see a couple of other a couple of packs are there, as and some stashes of wood, a bucket of nails, perhaps, and yeah.
Be good to secure the door at some point and take a long rest so we can get our stuff back, but let's make sure there's no bandits in here first. I mean, sure, like I'll dig through a pack. I'll see
Sure.
if there's anything like useful for right now.
Nice. Give me a D100 roll.
Hmm.
Yes, this is
Okay,
what I'm
so
opening.
it's like a 10 and a. Is it 2 10s? What do we do?
Yep.
Two
Yeah,
tens.
2
Two
10s.
tens. Oh yeah. So 23. Oh, interesting. Yeah. You find so one of the packs. We will name. Urchins pack. It has some stuff. It is a shabby pack, a canvas sack, perhaps even tied around a stick. Very Tom Sawyer like, as it were.
Sure. Some
Um,
bandit ran away from home.
Yeah. There's some a set of clothes in ill repair, um, a, a jug, a set of dice, 5 feet of string, a
Mm.
whistle, a bag of little spiky guys. They're
Ooh,
caltrops.
cantrips.
They're
Caltrop.
caltrops, yeah. A hip flask and like a paring knife.
That's a good
Oh,
urchins
man.
pack. That's good.
I know, right?
Definitely am grabbing up those caltrops
That is
and
gold.
little knife and dice. I'm just pocketing all that shit.
Yeah. The other pack has a couple of there's 2 they look like clay balls almost. They're about like somewhere between baseball and softball size. They're not quite softball size, but they're a little bit bigger than baseball size. And they look they're not like perfectly smooth like a skilled craftsman made them, but a pretty skilled craftsman made them. And they're just like a round clay, unadorned.
Just a round clay unadorned ball.
That's too weird. There's there
Is
is
this a decorative item? Like you put it in
yeah,
a
there
basket
is
home on the coffee
yeah.
table? Look, ball.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind.
Yeah.
I won't go there. I won't go
I've
there.
There
seen
is
that at Home Goods.
I thought that was discussion upstairs.
there is an inscription on them. Hang on. There is an inscription you can see kind of carved into them before they were fired, probably, that effectively reads "for cover."
All right, well, grabbing that, whatever that is. And definitely taking the flask, by the way.
Yeah. It is it has something in it.
Cool.
It's not an empty flask. Empty flasks are no fun.
Oh, right. I mean,
Careful.
we'll clean it later.
Okay. All right. Let's resolve this battle. Hiya. Hiya. Oh, okay. All right. With a muffled cry, the final bandit falls to the grasp of the bog draugr. Vidar, you see all this happen because you're still up on top. Gundar, you of course in the doorway. You the bandit puts up at this point a fairly weak defense. you've seen you have enough experience, Gunder, to know that like this guy was really like he was just last ditch effort it to try to kill this thing before it killed him, because he was like legitimately on death's door. And but his effort was meager, and now he will fertilize this wonderful bog with his body for eternity.
Well,
The
somebody had to
draugr-
be the bog, draugr's wife, and it was
Yeah.
not going to be me.
And the draugr begins to walk towards the bogs, towards the edge of the island, as it were. Paya, let's leave initiative order behind, my
Yeah.
friends. What would you like to do?
I'd like to kill that last draugr.
Okay.
Is it still within range?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have a
I'm
long- you have
definitely
a
taking
bow.
it. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a shot at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think your advantage, your vantage point gives you dibs, for sure.
You have the high ground.
You have the high ground. Perhaps you could roll with advantage, since we'll have time. Just give me 2 attack rolls. Yeah. Yeah, you hit it once, it takes a few more steps, and you can see it's almost like, when like your dad would walk behind the couch and like go into the basement, but you were sure that there wasn't a way into the basement there.
The elevator trick.
Yeah, when you go down the stairs.
Oh, the trick.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
It's almost like that, but there's no couch there. But this thing it looks like it takes a step, and it's almost like it's like walking down, sinking down into the bog. And you take your second shot, and it like takes its head off, and it kind of just falls over half into the bog, like half in the bog and half on top of the bog, as it were. And you've killed it. It is dead.
Again.
And I will give it a cool blood splatter, like all of the rest of them.
I wonder if it feels like the first time
For you or for it?
for it.
Oh, okay.
At this point, Gunder will yell up, "The draugr are gone."
Do we
Steve
burn
is
them?
run downstairs.
Would it be a good idea to burn them or behead them right now, before we sleep?
I think a good idea would be to check this building and then for us to get back to the farmhouse before dark. I do not think we want to stay here if we can help it.
How far away was the farmhouse?
Hours.
Yeah, like half a day.
And it's like the end of the day right now.
Yeah, it's like mid. We'll say it's yeah, it's probably like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. You've got a couple hours of daylight left. Because it's winter time, it's less than it would be if it weren't.
We will be
but-
traveling in the dark if we leave now.
We
I
could
thought
secure
it
this
was a little
place.
early for that, never mind.
We could round up some bodies and burn them. We could secure this place, though.
I will
First,
work
let
to
us check. I believe there's stairs down behind me.
Yeah, we need to make sure the rest of this tower is clear.
I will start piling the bodies.
Well, before you do that,
Yes, Paya?
I will touch you and cure your wounds.
Thank you.
Is-
It's about fucking
So-
time somebody's cured me, he says to himself.
Well, I asked him if he needed it when we had people shooting and we had the high ground, and
That's true.
You know, he was
he
okay.
was, yeah.
At that point, like, he wasn't mixing with anything. I knew that he was rough, but you know,
Yeah,
you
I jest.
you
I
probably would have
jest.
seen him kind of reach his hand inside of his cloak and
I-
pull it out
that's
bloody.
not much at all, because that is all of.
Oh no.
I'll take it.
Fucking hey, is Stieg rolling the hit dice? The
Hey.
alien here?
Yeah.
I will take whatever you
So-
can give me.
Plus my charisma, so that'd be 4.
That's perfect.
And
Or,
that's my
I mean, we
last
could take
spell
a-
slot.
We could take a short rest right now and like just heal up hit dice.
Mm.
First, we should make sure nothing's going to come out of the basement.
Mm.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was
There.
Stieg is downstairs now, by the way.
Okay.
Um,
I'll also tromp down the floor, or maybe I don't know.
You were in this room.
Yeah, I was gonna be
Yep. And now Stieg is
planning on being in there with her.
okay.
Vidar too will make his way down, so we can all kind of be in the same area when we talk about stuff.
Well, so I'll leave the children up here. Hopefully, not giving them too many ideas of what to do with each other.
He just explained how to do it
brown
all.
cow.
They're-
This is the point of the movie where it's the battle is over, somebody's having sex, right? So this
Oh my
always
God.
happens, especially in like 80s action movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Just kill a bunch of people, sex. I don't know why. That's not what I
Or
wanted.
maybe I explained enough that they are so terrified of what could possibly happen.
Right. It all depends
that-
on the delivery.
Literally.
But bump. We'll save that for later.
Are you walking through walls, Stieg?
Well, there's a door there, isn't there?
Oh, is there? Oh, I couldn't see that your body was in the way.
My
There is a
intention
door
was
there.
to go help Gunder with the check out the basement.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you Gunder, you and Stieg kind of walk down these stairs, and you can see that there's about maybe like 3 feet of space at the bottom of the stairs, and it looks like that there may have been a room here at one point, but you can see kind of at the edges of this 3 feet, the space, there's like kind of the stone rubble and dirt. There's like, you can see there's probably, it's actually more like you got to almost the bottom of the stairs, and then there's like kind of frozen water down there. Perhaps the bog is reclaiming this bit, and the basement is no longer so much of a basement anymore.
So it's like blocked off.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Or
I was trying-
submerged.
Or like a cave-in sort of
Is
thing.
it
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
blocked off or submerged? Because those are two different things. But it's blocked
I mean, so from what initial kind of inspection, right, looking at it, you can tell that kind of the rubble that you can see at the edges of the space, like the walls, as you were, or if you will, are very similar stone to like some of the stone that was used to build this tower. And on the left side, so on the right hand side, so on the outside wall has caved in a bit, and the left hand and kind of forward wall in front of the space is like dirt, mud, ice at this point also, because it's and bits of rock, and some bits you can make out that are like probably also this rock from the building itself. Does that
So
does,
could a
does that
draugr come up through it? Yes or no? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
sure? It it does not look like it isn't like open bog at the bottom. You're not sure how the draugr were doing what they were doing, but there you can see at the base underneath. You can kind of see underneath, maybe underneath some of this ice. You can maybe chip away at the bottom. There is flagstone flooring, at least at the base of the stairs, and in that area.
We will want
How
to
much
sleep
you?
on the
Yeah.
floor just to be safe. We should reinforce at the stairwell door there.
On the second floor, you said?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think anything could come up through there, but I wouldn't think a draugr could come out of the bog in the first place, and I think it's best not to take any chances.
Okay, so we're going to prepare for a long rest here.
I don't. It appears we do not have the time to get back to the farmstead, and if we're going to be stuck somewhere overnight, better in shelter.
Yeah, we should be inside. What's the condition of the front door? Is it non-existent?
Correct.
Just okay.
We'll just reinforce at the second floor in the stairwell. When we go to sleep tonight, we will literally just close that up and open it in the morning.
I will also bring up, because I think a number of us have forgotten about it, but there is in fact a bit of a camp outside.
Oh, that's right. We should probably
Trampled tents, perhaps more packs.
we should probably check that out.
We need to do a bunch of stuff outside. Out of character, Gunter just wanted to make sure he knew where we could secure for the evening.
Yeah.
Now we can go tramp through all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a very
Nice.
practical man.
Yeah, you there's a small camp that these men had used set up outside. Some rough kind of tents. A couple of lean-tos against the side of the building. There's some shoddy, old, not old, but well-used equipment of various types, similar to the packs that you've found. There are some foodstuffs. There's a overturned. Looks like there had been a fire going. It looks like there's an overturned kind of pot of perhaps some kind of stew that somebody was making. Still a little bit left in the pot. But much of the camp has kind of been trampled in this battle against the draugr.
Well, let's take what we can, just gather it up and throw it in the tower, and we can go through it later tonight, and then maybe go on to whatever we're gonna do with the bodies, just especially the bandit ones.
Yes.
Out of character, like if Astrid and I guess Vidar and Stieg want to go through the everything, Gundra can grab Paya because she can also lift heavy things more effectively, and they can kind of line the bodies up and try and get pyres going.
We have much to do.
Not much daylight.
Yes.
And you set about your work.
And first thing is let's hurl this body that's in this bedroom out the window.
Yeah.
You searched
Upstairs
that guy
body.
already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where my bag of poop came from. Never mind.
Yep.
It is. I mean, it's got coal and like.
There's other stuff in it,
There's other stuff too.
and the poop is dried.
I mean,
just FYI, none of those things are any of my spell components. Just,
Yeah, but
Someday.
that
but Stieg
it's a
appreciates the
number of
gesture.
things.
But yeah, let's.
my question is then, okay, well, if they're not your spell components, what spells did this guy have that he was carrying them around? Because
True.
that's not stuff that a normal person would carry, but he had it in a special pouch. So
Yeah.
if they're not his, then they're of value to someone.
I'm guessing he was the one that set up that spell circle.
Yeah, so I mean, they maybe just bring him to your mentor, and maybe he'll be able to tell you what they have to do with that goat head. I just learned. I've learned from my time. If someone's got fleece and molasses on them, they're up to no good. Grab the fleece, grab the molasses. That little copper wire can be all it takes. It's the little things that matter.
right.
It really is the little things.
Just garrot him. The wire.
With a message.
Yes, that's right.
Message.
I'm gonna wrap the message around you.
That's right.
Yeah,
Word
let us of course, sadly, my friends, wait a week to resolve these things, as it is, it's a kind of it's an okay place to stop, but it's also the
About that
time that perhaps we should end, as all good things must come to a brief pause before they begin again in a week.
And we're still alive.
You're
I
still
can't
alive.
believe
We
we're still
survived.
alive.
That was great. Stieg is alive.
I'm a little disappointed. I didn't get to drag somebody into the box. I did get Astrid close to being dragged into the box. So that's
Your
a
dreams
small win for
almost came through. True.
me. And I did roll a lot of natural 20s today.
Yeah.
That is
That
I
ridiculous.
think
must
you
have
had
been
like
fun.
6 or 7. For
That
sure.
makes up for all of the bad rolls I had, other than that one roll where I rolled damage.
The
with a tree
catapult.
stump. That was epic. But that's a different game. So yeah, let's deal with that.
Let's give some
and-
stuff away.
Yeah, let's give some stuff
Ooh,
away.
yeah.
Again,
Woo!
we have this lovely set of Aurora dice by Azure Forged. We have a PDF of the Svilland campaign setting. You can enter to win those by entering DRS into the chat. Please also remember that I will only be sending somebody these dice who lives within the continental United States. We'll give you a little bit of time, perhaps, to enter if you haven't entered yet, wherein which I will alert my players. Please, my players, prepare next week to have 2 versions of your character. One version as you see them now, and one version as you would see them at 3rd level,
Oh.
not 4 and not 5, but 3 is the number
Oh.
of the
That's 3
level that you will become. And then also,
Level
please,
3. Level 3.
3.
Level 3.
we're going to use some of the time next week. We will perhaps have a bit of montages, some things like that that will happen, especially as it's 3rd level. Some of you will be gaining some very specific and poignant powers related to your classes.
Second level spells.
And
Nice,
somebody
nice.
just gets some big boom spells. So please be prepared with that. So we won't start right away at 3rd level, but we'll see how it goes, and it might be that next session we'll get to the point where we can do that, depending on how things go. But be prepared for that. Now, I think that is enough time you, the viewer, have had to enter. If you haven't entered yet, well, hopefully you're quicker than Nightbot, because Nightbot is real fast. So yeah, let's yeet out a winner.
All right. Ashley,
which one's
you
first?
know the routine. We'll do the dice first.
Dice first.
Yep.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Alex Fenn has won the giveaway. Alex,
Woo!
are
Nice.
you here? Let us know if you're here, and you just won some dice. And thank you also for following us. Alex just followed us. Hey,
Nice.
there you
And
are.
Alex is here.
Great.
Yep. All right. And here we go. We're gonna roll for the PDF from our wonderful sponsors at Dream Realm Storytellers. We are about to give away a PDF version of their core rulebook for the Svilland campaign setting. So let's do it, Ashley.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh my god.
Vamp Wickman.
Van Wickman.
Vamp
Oh my
Wickman,
God.
didn't you already win this PDF? I've lost the count of how many things.
Oh my god.
He wins a lot.
He already has
All
it.
right, all right.
He's already won
Yeah,
it.
trying to get.
Let's do it again.
All right.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alex Fenn,
Yeah, all right.
you, sir,
Sweet.
You win.
have won double, but not toil or trouble.
Oh, nice. Hey,
we will.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Aw.
There will be a whisper to you
Mhm.
by
He
the
said-
guild.
Please give it to someone else. Alex
Oh.
Fenn.
No way. Too late. It's yours. It's yours.
Aw.
You can give it to
It's-
someone that you want to give it to, Alex Fenn. How about that? All
Find
right.
a Viking in your life.
There you go.
Yeah, as we have noticed at times, sometimes you can roll Nightbot like 6 times and it'll just keep rolling the same person. Vamp, did you win dice? Vamp, did you win dice a couple of weeks ago? Did I send you dice? I forget who I sent dice to. Vamp's gone already. Vamp. I did not. Okay, never mind. It was somebody else. Anyway,
We'll
Hey,
get your,
everyone.
we'll get your deets.
thank you for joining us today. Flash, thank you for coming back and watching us from the future, if that is how you are perusing our content. As is many of the things in these states, if you hit the follow button, you will get notifications. I think you get notifications. I get notifications from the people I follow. You'll get notifications from when we go live, which at the time happens to be Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for both of this game, and on Wednesdays are Beyond Saltmarsh, our 5e D&D game set, and Greyhawk. It's fantastic. Sometimes we have other things going on. Maybe somebody will stream something this weekend. I can't guarantee that, but maybe I want to. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes stuff happens, and you'll be able to find out if you follow us. You can also subscribe, and that's fantastic. If you really like us, that helps us to be able to do more stuff ultimately, and means a lot to us. Also, there's notifications, and you get emotes, which are cool, which we had somebody make, and they're rad. I like them. They're cool little dragon dudes. Anyway, do all those things. Again, thank you so much. Tell your friends. Next week, no more dice. I'm sending them all away. But PDFs, and maybe there'll be some other interesting things that we can talk about next week. Maybe I'll find out soon, though, in the future. Furthermore, have a good night. Be good to each other. Peace.
Oh, and thanks for the subscription,
Yeah.
Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Alex,